Chairman, Honorable CS. It's a great pleasure to be here, the PS and all the representatives of government and everyone present here today, all protocols observed. I will start off with an African proverb, and firstly, before that, accept greetings from the Executive Director of UNEP, Madam Inga Anderson. She sends her greetings and appreciate those who have run this morning, and give a round of applause for yourselves, please, because you've done something that is quite very, very great. The African proverb goes that if you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. What this proverb tells us, Honorable CS and everyone present here today, is that a fundamental attribute of a well-balanced human being is empathy. And empathy is not always, sometimes directly reciprocated by a fellow human beings, but we do not, if we are to stop empathizing, then we will not be able to create a world that lives in harmony with nature. The incredible athletes that have just been presented here, and you yourself, sportsmen and women who have run this morning the 10 kilometers, you've actually shown that things can be done. But let me just tell you what the science is telling us. What the science tells us is that when you run, your breathing increases by up to 400%. And this is the same for anybody in any part of the world. It is the same for anybody in any part of the world. So the question we need to ask is, what is the quality of the air that we breathe? 99% of the global population breathe air containing what is called high levels of pollutants that exceed the recommended air quality limits. That tells us something. What it tells us is that we cannot ignore nature, because nature's ability to purify this air is for the benefit of each and every one of us. The ability is currently, as we speak today, being hampered by deforestation across the entire world. It is being hampered by biodiversity loss. And as we're speaking here, up to 10 million acres of forests is being destroyed. And between 200 to 100,000 species are being destroyed each and every year. Humanity is actually at the verge of bankrupting nature up to 1.5 times the number of services that nature can provide sustainably for us to live on this planet. And this then means what we are doing here today is not only raising awareness, but it's showing the cruciality of what nature can be able to do. And then climate change. Climate change comes in as an additional stressor, a stressor that further compounds biodiversity loss, a stressor that further compounds pollution and waste that we see in the entire world and the entire African continent. And so this dimension of interconnectedness leads to what we're calling the triple planetary crisis, the changing climate that we're facing, the pollution waste that is already affecting us, and then the biodiversity loss. So today, we wish to be able to add an additional dimension to the arsenal of solutions that we already know. And that dimension is our empathy towards the environment. Yes, it is important, because unlike I said earlier, if we are not empathetic, then nature will not reciprocate any empathy to us. Yes, it will not. The environment rewards those who work with the environment, those who work with nature, not against nature. The air we breathe is important. The environment rewards you directly through the air we breathe. It rewards each and every one of us through the cleaner water that we drink and the healthier soils that we grow our food. Sports, therefore, become very, very instrumental, because it will not be possible for sport to happen without the foundational capital of these services that ecosystem services do provide. With this knowledge, the United Nations Environment Programme has, since its inception 50 years ago, since 1972, showcased not only leadership, but has inspired people across the entire world and encouraged partnerships among over 193 countries to care for the environment and ensure that socio-economic progress can occur in tandem and equal with enhancing environmental quality. So the sporting fraternity, Honorable CS, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, has been an excellent partner in this endeavor. And at this juncture, we want to commend Athletics Kenya for being the first out of 214 World Athletics members federation globally to join the World Athletics as a signatory to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change for Climate Action Framework. This is an example of leadership. It is an example that is paving the pathway for the entire world to take. We want to also thank, because we're working with the Stockholm Institute of Environment and with many actors across the entire world, NGOs, the private sector, non-state actors, to be able to actually put in place capacity support to ensure promotion and guidance with policy and also legislative action for improved air quality in the continent and even across the world. So events like this one here today further reinforce the partnership for the environment, for us to work with nature, not against nature. UNEP at 50 commemoration has come at an opportune moment. It's come at a moment and showcasing just 2 days ago when the world member states, over 175 of them, actually adopted a resolution to beat plastic pollution, the second most important multilateral agreement, environmental deal after the Paris Climate Change Agreement. It showcased one thing, that together we can be able to put plastics on the run and prosperity into the cockpit of progress. This is coming at a time where there has also been historic resolutions with Africa taking the lead and Kenya showing that leadership. In 2017, Kenya took the courageous step to ban single-use plastic bags. As if that was not enough, in 2020, Kenya went ahead banning plastic, single-use plastic in protected areas. This shows that we are moving in the right direction. And if we join hands as sportsmen, as sportswomen, as sport lovers, as supporters, and be more empathetic, we will be able to then implement these resolutions. Because one thing with nature is that when we work with nature, not against nature, nature can forgive us. Thank you.